don't it? Today's video, we're going to be watching update on the LA protests. These videos literally take me hundreds of hours of scrolling, reacting and editing. So please help the channel grow by liking the videos, subscribing and building a community by sharing your thoughts in the comments. Welcome to Internet TV, I'm Joey, get comfy, let's watch. So I don't know much about this, there's a few people in work talking about it, but I don't really know what it's about. But always seems to be like a protest somewhere in the world now, doesn't it?
After hours of standing off, this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
That doesn't seem like a protest, it seems more like a riot, doesn't it?
You just shut the f*** up!
You okay?
I'm good.
Oh my god.
Good morning. We begin with developing news out of Los Angeles, where tensions have reached
Crazy.
boiling point. Tear gas and rubber
You could see him in the background, literally like from nowhere, just turned around and shot them, didn't he? And she was just talking on the mic.
bullets fired as protesters clash with police over immigration raids. Straight to US correspondent Lauren Tomasi. Lauren, what's the latest as we come to you?
Kate, this situation really unravelled about 90 minutes ago and has been out of hand ever since. If I can just show you here the amount of riot police that are on the street. This is actually an on-ramp onto the 101 freeway in Los Angeles. We're in the heart of downtown right now, and this area has just been entirely shut down by police and by protesters. So, if we can just have a look over in the distance there, you can see the dark black.
I wouldn't be driving around there on those roads. Now with everyone around there.
Black smoke that is coming from a vehicle that has been set alight by protesters as they move through the city here. There have been thousands of people throughout the day. Things had been relatively on and off, a little bit of moments of chaos, but then it was unclear what exactly sparked this big movement from police. They came through on horses, firing tear gas, firing those flashbang grenades, and moving through so quickly. Officers here are actually heading down onto the highway now. It's quite extraordinary to see. If we can just point over here, Jimmy, you can see them walking down. This is a major freeway in Los Angeles. You can see one side of that still open there, but officers moving down. We know a little earlier on in the day, protesters had made their way down trying to block off this freeway. I think they might be down there again, but you can see the amount of people that are walking through here. These officers are all armed with batons. As this situation continues to develop. But all of this, Kate, this is now day 3, is happening in protest of the immigration and custom enforcement raids that have been unfolding in Los Angeles. Undocumented migrants have been the target of these raids. They were a surprise and has sparked such fierce anger throughout Los Angeles. This is a city that is made up of so many immigrants. There is actually around 10% of the city that is undocumented migrants. That's hundreds of thousands of people, and there is just so much anger here in Los Angeles right now.
Yeah, Lauren, these are incredible scenes that we're seeing at the moment. It has now entered the evening there. I know you and your cameraman yourselves, you got caught up in some of the crossfire earlier. Do you get a sense that it is becoming more heated as the day goes on?
This is after. So is this after she got shot and then she carried on in the evening reporting? It's good going there.
It definitely feels that way, and you know, we can see vehicles on fire. There have been at least 3 cars that have been set alight by protesters. This is now day 3, and certainly the evenings have been getting a little more out of hand, but what we have been seeing in the past 90 minutes or so is by far and away the most significant escalation here on the ground. I'm going to stay here a little bit further away from these police because they have been firing a lot of tear gas. It has been so heavy in the air, but even so, it just doesn't seem to be.
Oh, that must have been what the bangs were at the start of the video. It must have been tear gas, like cannons or whatever they use to fire it. Unless they just got like the pull pin ones.
Deterring these protesters. That's one of those flashbang grenades. They're being let off in an effort to try and deter these protesters. But I keep seeing fireworks in the distance as well. Protesters are lobbing things back at these officers. It really is kind of a mix of the LAPD, these riot police, and then of course we've seen those soldiers on the ground here in Los Angeles. The National Guard, there are at least 300 deployed by the Donald Trump administration. The US president ordering in those National Guardsmen and putting them under federal service. That in itself is such a significant move. Normally it would be something that the state governor asks the president for, but in this case Donald Trump bypassed Governor Gavin Newsom, who is calling for these federal soldiers to move on out of Los Angeles. Look, the last time that was done, Kate, was more than 50 years ago, back in 1965, so it is truly a huge escalation, and everyone that I've spoken to here today, a very vast majority of them have been from Los Angeles. They just say they want these National Guardsmen out, they want these immigration and customs enforcement agents out, and it just doesn't feel like anything is going to let up until that happens. I mean, if we can just show you this man here, he's got one of the fluorescent guns there, and that is one of the things that can fire off tear gas canisters, and then those rubber bullets as well, which we've been seeing the crowd peppered with. But look, across the road there, the Mexican flag, we've seen quite a number of those, of course, a huge Mexican population in Los Angeles as well. So, look, Kate, it's just a situation that doesn't seem to be letting up right now. It feels very tense, very, very heightened emotions here.
Very volatile scenes there. Lauren Tomasi, you stay safe. Thank you for the update.
Yeah, that's insane that she got shot at the start of the video, and then she must have like had a break for like a few hours, but she must be like really like bruised up after that, because they're meant to like deter people, aren't they? So, you know, they're gonna like really hard, and then she's like back to it, reporting and like back on the streets. Yeah, that's insane. That's like, it's good on her. Definitely like a professional. Yeah, I might have to check out another update to see how it's going. Seems to be like riot protests everywhere now. So that was today's video. It was just something I was intrigued by. So as always, thanks for the company.